Guys, I went to TwitchCon. I wish I hadn't. Just kidding. Nah, dude. Like, listen, guys. I don't wish I didn't go. It was more like, just man, you know? Like, man. Was it that uneventful? I would not use the word uneventful. I would actually not use that word. Like, it was pretty eventful. I'll say that. A lot happened. It was just more like, dude, bro, I don't even know, guys. Give me, what do you want me to start with? Like, how about this? Also, like, I feel like I need the Jeopardy music. Like, guys, what category would you like to buy today? We've got harassment number 1, throwing away gifts number 2, and we got lies number 3. For how much money, guys? We got well, I'll take harassment for 500. Like, dude, the frick, man. Which category, you guys? I need to change the music. This is gonna like make me like piss my pants. Alright, guys, what should I even start with, guys? I'm not a drama tuber. I don't talk about drama. Like, seriously, like, I feel like every VTuber, anytime any drama happens in the community, they get, like, a hate boner. They're like, nice, I get to pay rent this month. Anytime anything bad happens to anyone, these drama tubers or people that react to it are like, oh, yes! And it's like, motherfucker, stop! Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to milk it. Literally, I don't know how to milk it. It's a condition. I need to call my doctor. I've had blood work done. Anyways, guys, like, I literally don't know how to milk this for content. Like, guys, I think I should change my title to Addressing the TwitchCon Situation. If I want to get more clicks. Or something, I don't know. The TwitchCon situation is crazy. Like, I don't know what to say. Reacting to the Google Doc live on stream. Like, guys, I don't know. I don't even know where to start. How about this? I'll just tell you, like, the entire TwitchCon, like, story, like, everything I did at TwitchCon. So then it's, like, in order. So, like, dude, I pulled up to TwitchCon on day 1, and actually, it was all very normal. Like, literally nothing was wrong. I think it was too crowded. Like, it was so much more crowded. But, I'm not gonna try and, like, clip farm here, but I've been saying this for years, and people have disagreed with me, and for some reason now everyone is agreeing. Live streaming at cons, even if it's a live streaming convention, is rude. I've said this for years, and people are like, it's TwitchCon. I've said this for years. I said it like every year, and everyone disagrees with me. I genuinely think there should be live streaming areas or something, or like, because guys, the amount of like people who I know people who've been stalked because they can be found in the background of random people's streams. Sorry, I'm sniffling and rubbing my nose. I'm a little sick. I understand it's a live streaming convention, but the one thing I noticed right away was like there were more streamers than like event goers, and it was like a lot because normally it's like an occasional streamer. It was like a lot. Like it was really scary for me because it's a safety thing for me. I don't like to be on camera, and I was on camera because I'm a very like I don't even like photos of myself ever. And it was just really, it sucked. Like, guys, I didn't even get to go to Artist Alley for more than like 20 minutes. And normally I spend hours there because I love art and I buy stuff for my sister. I only got to buy her one thing this year because it was like, even in like the crowded areas, it was like either like a VTuber on an iPad with like live streaming everything, or like some like flesh tuber, sorry, freaking cringy word, people just like, you know, like running around screaming, like yelling at each other, like genuinely, like I saw people running around, and it's like it was scary for me because it's like I don't care who's recording, I don't want to be on it, and it was just a lot, guys. This year was so much, like, I didn't get to do anything, and, like, I'd be hanging out with my mods, and I'd have to be like, hey, guys, we have to take, like, the long way, because there's so many people recording, like, carrying around, like, their phones with, like, a VTuber on it, or, you know, like, aggravating people for clips and stuff, and it was a lot. I mean, it's just a personal opinion. I'm not saying if you live stream at these events you're a bad person. I just think there's considerate ways to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to if I was ever to do IRL content at a con, I think I would prioritize recording it over live streaming, so I could take the effort to edit out people's faces or things like that. Because live streaming makes it like, God forbid, like someone has an itchy nose and they remove their face mask for half a second and now they're doxxed, you know? And it's a little bit scary. And yeah, I truly do think we need to lean towards recording over live streaming, because like at the end of the day, live streaming at cons is like really fun. Like when you think about it, like people at home get to experience the con, but like whenever it's recorded, I feel like you can just upload it and then everyone experiences it, and it was just a lot, and I just didn't like it. Like, the amount of like I'd see like friends like even recording that or like streaming that I'd want to say hi to, but I'm like, I can't because I don't want to be on camera, you know what I mean? And it's like, man, you know? Or like, Alyssa wasn't at TwitchCon, but I had a thing where like a FleshTuber streamer tried to hunt me down because people leaked what I was wearing, you know, or like told them to look out for me. And it's like, it's just stuff like that is like, no guys, don't put names, you don't know who it is. Don't instigate drama with people. You guys are don't be like that, please. I'm not that kind of person. You don't even know the person, weirdo. Don't instigate. Yeah, it was Obama. He was there. You gotta understand, guys, sometimes people do things that are, like, not nice, but they don't mean it in a bad way. That person was just excited to see me. So it's like, I'm not upset with them. It's just like, you know what I mean? So don't attack people. I'm not like, I don't, you know, like, even if someone does something that makes you go, you don't attack them. If I had a problem, I would DM them, okay? Like, you know? But, basically, yeah, Obama, what the frick is wrong with him? Basically, like, yeah, but TwitchCon was fine, like, the first day. It was literally, like, oh gosh, there's a lot of streamers, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. I couldn't even go down, like, there was, like, this really pretty area at the entrance to TwitchCon. Did you guys go, like, with all the pretty lights and stuff? And, like, I really wanted to walk down that because I like glittery things. I'm like a bird. And I couldn't go down that all 2 days because the amount of streamers in there that were like, oh my god! Oh! Record me T-posing! Oh my god! I sound like Toad. I'm gonna kill myself. Do it like in-game. Man, like, I want to walk down that. I want to go down the cool stuff at TwitchCon, but I couldn't because all these motherfucker, like, you know, like, streamer, like, Dumb and Dumber doing their kickflips. And I'm like, motherfucker. And, but no, nothing wrong with what they were doing. It's just like, you know, like a man situation. And, yeah, I remember, nothing really happened on day one. On day one, I did a meet and greet with U2s. And, actually, funnily enough, the meet and greet with U2s was freaking awesome. I mean, to be fair, U2s is always, like, so kind. And, so that meet and greet also had to be cut short, but do you want to know why? This is where I talked to my mods. I actually decided to cut it short, and the reason why is because we went so over our time limit that BB No Money popped up for his meet and greet, which also had a crazy long line. And I had talked to my mods, and I was like, I am being so disrespectful for being here over my time limit. Like, seriously, guys, this motherfucking, the freaking BB, I don't even know who he is, except VTubers love him, and he's a nice guy who makes music. I don't personally know him or know his music, but it was one of those things where, like, I had to, like, end it a little bit early because, or not early, I was already over the time limit, but you know, I usually try to get through everyone. And, I had to be like, all right, like, I need to, like, step away because our lines were getting mixed up. And also, like, he was here for his fans, and I did not want to make it about me by being there because we had a super long line. And so I literally was like, hey, I'm gonna move to the side. If anyone wants to say hi, they can come say hi to me. I don't want to take it away from him because it's disrespectful. Like, my meet and greet was only for, like, an hour, and I was there for a bit longer. And I didn't want to disrespect him at all. Doesn't matter if it's a big creator or not. Everyone should have their moment. And so, yeah. And sorry, by the way, if you're just stopping by, I'm sniffling because I'm sick at the moment. I'm on some cold medicine right now, so I'm a little bit... I actually ended up leaving early on Friday because I started feeling sick. Like, for those who don't know, like, I have to wear a mask the entire stream, and because of, like, the entire con, because there are so many people live streaming, I couldn't, like, turn around and take a drink of water, or, like, go to a corner and take a drink of water, because cameras, guys, no exaggeration, everywhere. Like, it was, like, at a point where I was, like, a step away from getting a colonoscopy. Like, it was, like, at some point, I thought there would be a camera inside my anus. It was, like, so much going on. I couldn't drink water. So for the entire, like, meet and greet, which was so freaking long, I did not have any water. And you have to talk like this so people can hear you. And, like, I started feeling really sick in my throat. Like, scratchy and really painful. And, so I left early. And then during the night, I started feeling, like, a little sick, but I thought maybe just like, you know, like around a lot of people. And so the next day, on Saturday, oh, by the way, yeah, I like couldn't talk. It hurt so bad. And I thought I had lost my voice again. But so I went, guess what? I went to a Target and bought a whiteboard with expo markers or whatever and everything, so I could like write to people instead of talking, because I was like, I thought I was losing my voice. Turns out I was getting sick. I didn't know that in the moment. I bought a whiteboard so I could like do charades and stuff at the meet and greet that day. And I was late to like my Uber to go get the whiteboard, and I get in the car and I look in my purse. Guess what? I have expo markers, an eraser. I forgot the whiteboard. I spent like 30 minutes going to Target in finding one. Thanks, Obama. Dude, so I ended up pushing through that day and talking, even though it hurt a lot, because I was like, I have to say something. I know like a lot of people were like, go on vocal arrest and don't say anything, but I was like, dude, people spent thousands of dollars to come like say hi. Like I feel like I owe like a hi, you know? And so I get to the con. Oh my god, listen, everything that happened on Friday, and like I forget how to say her name, I'm very sorry, it's like Emaru and everything, guys, that is so freaking messed up. And I remember like a lot of people telling me not to go. And guys, I think I totally understand where you guys are coming from. I wholeheartedly did not want to go either if it weren't for you guys. If I were just a con goer, I don't think I would have gone. Like someone in my responses was like, hey, like you should not go, it's a safety thing. And I was like, yes, I totally understand, but you guys spent thousands of dollars to come see me. You guys drove over state lines. You guys, like, seriously, I was already leaving a day early. I was like, I'm going there for my meet and greet and leaving. I need to be there. At least from my, I just stop! Are you kidding me? Do that later! Stop the double, dude, I farted out both holes there. Stop! Listen, you know, like when something goes wrong, so people will overcompensate to make sure it doesn't happen again, but in the wrong areas. That's what day 2 of TwitchCon was. I understand trying to up security to make sure this stuff doesn't happen again, which is the right course of action, absolutely. But it was in the wrong areas, at least, or not the wrong areas, rather. It was in. It's hard to explain if you weren't there. It was like, gosh, it's like when like the bad people ruin it for the 99.9% of the good people who aren't doing anything wrong, but have to go through all of this. You know, like I get it, I understand it, but man. Yeah, like, basically, I get to the con on Saturday, and basically, which, this is totally good, what they do is they check your bags and, like, make you go through a metal detector. That's freaking based. That's good. Like, obviously, duh, like, I know, but, like, you need to do that. Doesn't matter if there's a safety risk or not. In this day and age, it's very good to do. I'm always someone, like, I'm very corny. I have a lot of respect for people who enforce security and things like that. So what happened was, by the way, I do want to preface this with, funnily enough, the only good in this situation were the Twitch staff, which I know is kind of like not what people are talking about right now. When it comes to the people who were at the front, they were the nicest people ever. Because I'm a very polite person, and by the, like, the people who, like, you know, enforce the rules. I don't know the word, forgive me. So I get up to the gate, and, I'm with my two mods, and, we see this kid, or, like, you know, younger than me. A lot of the Twitch people are, like, younger than, like, 20, you know, like, they're kiddos. And, he goes, all right, remove your mask. And I go, oh, like, I lean forward and I go, oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't. I'm an anonymous creator. It's to avoid, it's a safety thing. I can't take it off. He's like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to take it off. Like, this guy was rude. Like, actually, like, really rude. Kids, yeah, no, listen, call me weird, but if you're like 20, you're a kid. If you're 19, you're a kid. 18, you're a kid. I don't care. Okay, you're a kid. Okay, you're a baby. Shut the frick up, you're a kid. You don't know what life is like yet. You're a kid, okay? Like, I'm still a kid, I think. But, this was the only rude TwitchCon guy in my entire experience. And to be fair, no, I'm not. It was one of those things where it's clearly just doing their job and was annoyed. And I was like so like polite. I was like, please, like I really can't take this off. He's like, nope, you can't come in. Nope, you have to take it off. And very, very, very rude about it. And like I was really, really upset. And so I was like, okay, I'll just go speak to someone else. So I went and talked to a different person. I just went to someone who looked nice, and it was this really nice guy, younger than me, for sure. And I was like, hi. Same thing. I was like, I'm so sorry. I know I have to take off my mask, and I'm okay to do it. But if I can do it in a private area, I can show you my ID, my TwitchCon meet and greet stuff. I can show you my ID. Like, literally, I just don't want to show my face because, but guess what? Everyone is live streaming. There's no private area at all. So it was one of those things where it's like, can I show you my face? And no, they told me, by the way, they told me not to just show my face. They told me to take the mask off until I enter the venue, which is like maybe a 30-second walk. They told me I had to take it off and walk into the con. That's what they told me, so the cameras or something could have my face. And I literally like was about to cry because I was like, I can't do that. And for those who don't know, I don't care if you like how I look or if you don't think I'm attractive. It's because I live with my parents, and if you guys, people will mess with my family. Like, for those who don't know, all of the money I make from Twitch, all the money I make from YouTube goes to my parents' house fund. Literally everything, every dollar, everything. Sometimes I'll buy like a nice coffee or like stuff like that. But guys, I don't live like I'm rich. I never have and I never will. I literally, guys, I don't. I live rich in the sense of I can pay rent and I can like take care of my family and things like that. But all of the money goes to my family, and the idea of anything, somehow someone tracking my face to my family, terrifies me because they're all I ever had, guys. I literally didn't have anything my whole life except my family, and that was it through thick and thin. And so it's like I just don't want that is the reason why it terrifies me. Like, you can mess with me, be mean to me, it's whatever. It's like, it's just solid humble brag. It's not a brag. It's more like my passion in life is taking care of my family, and if anything, if my career is a detriment to them, then I will have so many regrets. Does that make sense? It's really corny, but like, my parents are my best friends. I never had friends growing up, as you can tell. I'm like a walking advertisement for Tylenol and birth control. And like, my parents are like my best friends, dude. I freaking love them. Like, my dad, and my mom, I hang out with them like all day, every day. If there's a movie I want to go see, I see it with my parents. That's why I started to almost have a breakdown. I have anxiety. And I was just like thinking of worst case scenario. I'll be in the corner of someone's stream or something, and I know it sounds dramatic to be scared about that, and I know a lot of people who maybe don't understand VTubers or this sphere are like, oh, that's so dramatic, or oh, you're overanalyzing or overthinking it. Just remove your mask. It's a safety thing, and it's literally VTuber fans, not you guys, but the ones who ruin it for everyone are crazy. You know, it's like they just want to find someone's face and then do weird things or whatever, and so it's like it's hard to explain if you're not in the bubble, because I actually understand everyone. I understand that, like, it's just a safety precaution. That's why the entire time I was not rude to anyone, because they're just doing their jobs. It is not that Twitch staff are idiots. No, I disagree. They're being told what to do. It's their job. They're being paid. They have to do it. Okay? Like, do I think it's wrong? Yes. I talked to 2 managers, and I was very sternly, you can't be doing this, because you're going to get someone in trouble. They're going to get doxxed. They're going to be hurt. And so, like, the people at the front doing their job are just listening to their managers. It's the higher-ups that are the problem. You know? That's the thing. I was not rude to anyone, because they can't let me through, because they will get fired. It is not, they can't, you know? So it's a really hard situation where, so anyways, I was very respectful the entire time, but very sternly, like, I cannot do this. Other people will not be able to come in. I even showed, like, I have a meet and greet in 10 minutes, and I have to get there. And the guy I ended up talking to, he was the nicest guy ever. I don't know where he is, but if you talk to a girl with blonde and pink hair in a pink outfit with like a green purse, bro, I love you, man. You are the only reason I got into the con and made it happen. This guy, he was so nice. Literally the entire time was like, I am so sorry that you have to do this. I actually agree with you. It's just a safety precaution. I'm being told I have to do this and all this stuff. And he was so polite about it. And like, I totally understand, you know, because like, he's doing his job, guys. He's paid to do what the higher ups say. And I talked to the higher ups, and people were like, you should have said something. I did. I pinky promised. I literally spoke. They brought their manager down, and I literally was like, this can't happen. I understand why, but do a private area or something. Use an ID or something, right? And they're like, nope, sorry, and then walked away. And the guy was like, I'm just so sorry. And we had a compromise where there were no private areas, but he moved me to the side. there was a giant window and stuff, but it was the most private area he could give me. And he's like, look, I'll just let you, just show me your face really quickly. And I was like, okay, sure. And I did it and put it back on. I did it, guys. Like, I literally had to, because I had a meet and greet. And I showed him for like 3 seconds. He said, okay, you're good to go. Don't worry, keep it on. He made sure I didn't have to leave it off that entire time. And I was like, dude, you saved my life, man. Because, like, there's people recording before you even get into the con. So, like, whoever that guy is, much love, dude. Because I understand he's just doing his job, but he made an effort to help me in. And I still remember what he looked like, and really nice guy, and very, very sweet the entire time. This will keep on happening until the streamers take a stand. Well, that's the thing, guys. People are like, you shouldn't have let this happen. You shouldn't have gone. I've never had a bad experience at TwitchCon. If I eat McDonald's every single day for my whole life, and then I randomly get food poisoning, and people are like, oh, why'd you eat McDonald's? Because I never had this problem before. I understand TwitchCon has had problems, but like, I've never had a problem before. Like, seriously, like, I never did. So it's like I had nothing to say or nothing to avoid or anything, because I never had a bad experience. Other people did, and that stuff is disgusting and all that. But no, people are misunderstanding. No, guys, the access tag isn't used at that part of the con yet. But no, like, I had my wristband. Oh wait, no, on day one there was one thing that annoyed me on day one. I forgot to tell you. You know, I literally get my badge and the printer breaks, and I thought that was a harmless situation. They go, oh, sorry, dude. The second I get up there, the printer breaks. He's like, yeah, sorry, dude. You're going to have to go to the help desk. So I go to the help desk, and thankfully the line, it was only like a 10-minute wait or whatever. And I get there, and they're like, all right, here's your badge. And I'm like, oh, surely this won't cause a problem. Guess what? Turns out my whoop-de-doo little wristband don't work either. So on day one, it went, doo-doo. It actually worked on day one. Day two, it broke. Guys, not to be disgusting, but I didn't shower, so I didn't get it wet or anything. It didn't work the next day. And so I get up to the meet and greet desk on day 2 on my meet and greet, and basically how they do it is you have to, I guess, like, the meet and greet badges, they like scan to get in. I don't know. I walk up to the meet and greet entry, and they go, because like no one told me where to go, so I'm like trying to get in, and I'm like, hi, I have a meet and greet right now. And they're like, oh, you have a meet and greet? Okay, scan your thing. And I scan it, and it goes so it's working, I guess, but it goes in like yellow instead of green, and they go, oh, you can't come in. No, you can't come in. And I go, oh, well, that's a problem. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. I know, by the way, I have like 2 minutes to my meet and greet because a lot of stuff went wrong, the mask stuff and all that, and I go like, oh, like, I have a meet and greet right now. Is there anything I can do? Like, I can tell you my username. Like, I have my badge. It has my username on it. And they go, no, you can't come in. Sorry, you have to have a wristband that works. And I go, oh my gosh. And my hands are shaking because I'm so nervous. And I'm texting Nags. I'm literally like, they won't let me in. I don't know what to do. And so Nags is coming over to come help me. And I even have the email confirmation of like my like meet and greet. And they're like, nope, you can't come in. Sorry, nope. Nope. And like, I understand they're being strict on security because of what's happened, and that's good. I'm glad. But like, you know, like, where it hits people who aren't supposed to be hit, and it's like, man, like I understand. Like, I'm so glad you're being more secure. It should have been super secure like since day one, you know. But like, you're hitting the people who are like I don't know. It was just like a whole thing where I was like, please just let me in. Were they treating me like an attendee? Yes. They thought I was trying to sneak in, I guess. I don't know. Guys, I'm a 5'4" girl in big pink heels and like a pink dress. What the frick was I gonna do? Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, eventually they actually, again, the third manager I met, they had to bring a manager, a little older lady, and she was actually really nice. She's like, do you have a confirmation email? I showed her my email, and she said, come on in, you're good. And I was like, thank you! And I was like, hey, yes! And they let me in. And dude, WW Boomers, thank you. Like, actually, she was a sweetheart. I was like, thank you so much. And, again, I want to reiterate, everyone I met, like Twitch staff, I'm not mad at all. They're just, it's the higher-ups that enforce these rules. They're just doing their jobs, guys. Like, whenever people go, you have to show your face, you have to do this. They have to do what they're told or they get fired, okay? They can have their opinions and stuff like that. I totally get, I have no hard feelings for anyone who did anything to me. Even if they were rude to me, I get it. Who wants to deal with TwitchCon goers? They're rude. Like, how many of you guys met rude people at TwitchCon? The amount of people that were just not nice. I get it, bro. No, listen, bro. I totally get it. Do they not have a separate entrance for creators? I was never told if there was. I think there probably is an area, but like literally, guys, I found out I had a partner manager a week ago. So like I literally am never told anything. I have no idea. So I'm kind of effing it, we ball. But no, I think a lot of people I know went through the same area I did. So maybe if there wasn't communicated, but like a lot of people I know that had meet and greets just went through that area. So sorry for the sniffling. It was, gosh, where was I? I'd like speed run to the meet and greet, and this is just where things like went really downhill. Guys, so this was I was just starting to get sick, but I didn't realize it yet. I thought I had lost my voice from talking too long without water. I was like seriously like the night before in like a 7 or 8 out of 10 on pain. It was so bad. I powered through it. I powered through it the whole meet and greet to talk to you guys because I just wanted to meet you. And we're like an hour into the meet and greet, and every year they let us meet everyone in the line. Every single year, TwitchCon, WeebCon, every single place, I have made an effort to meet everyone. That's why I went to the con even after everything happened. I truly believe in the idea of if you're a creator and people make an effort to meet you and they're respectful, you should meet them. Even if it's just a hello, how are you doing, sign their badge. Even if it's just that. Because, seriously, if anyone spends any money to see you, like, you should be there. You should absolutely be there if you can, unless you get sick or something happens. Obviously, you know, prioritize yourself and all that. But, one thing people don't know, or, like, don't understand is that, like, guys, I understand what content creators do for people because I was there. Whenever I was like 10, I had no friends. I just moved to the States. I literally knew no one, and it was the worst experience of my life. All I had was YouTube videos. I'm a big Achievement Hunter fan, I'm a big Rooster Teeth fan, Yogscast fan, you know, PewDiePie, Markiplier. That's all I had as a kid. And I totally understand. You should never let content creators take advantage of you monetarily or mentally, obviously. But they do fill a part of your heart, you know, like sometimes when you have a bad day, coming home to have a YouTube video you're excited to watch makes your day better. Sometimes if you don't have friends to listen to while you play games, you can put on a video and pretend you're in a Discord call. I understand. I've been there. And anyone who tries to put you down for that crap is stupid because they don't know game. They've never been there, okay? Congratulations. You were a normie and had friends. Congratulations, okay? I understand. And please don't let people get mad at or like make fun of you for expecting to have fun at TwitchCon, okay? I saw a lot of like threads on like Twitter being like, oh, if you went to TwitchCon, you deserved what came. And it's like, you're so stupid because you're getting mad at the wrong people. No one should ever be put down for expecting to have a happy and nice time whenever like they're told it's gonna be okay. Like, it's seriously, guys, like, you know, I saw a couple things like that. And it's like, it makes me mad because it's like, I don't think people understand what content creators do for people. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. And so basically, I in the meet and greet, we do like an hour's meet and greets, and for those who don't know, it's very silly, but I like to talk to each person for a long time, or as long as they'd like to talk, because it's one of those things where I just like hearing people and talking to them, and Nags and I have a great time. Like, we laugh the whole time. Like, oh my gosh, it was an awesome time. Our security guy next to us, he was like this really nice guy. He was laughing at our jokes the whole time. And when he ended, he was like, dude, you guys are the funniest people I've met at this convention. You guys are great. And I'm like, dude, he was awesome. He's a really nice guy. Like, that's what I'm saying, guys. 9 times out of 10, every like TwitchCon staffer was so nice. He was a big guy. I didn't think he was that big, because I was standing and we were like eye level, I think. The guy with the face mask up to his nose? Maybe I didn't notice. I didn't have my glasses on. Or did I? I don't know. I forgot. But, him, basically, he was jacked. Well, I didn't notice that. He was jacked. I didn't notice that. He had muscle. Freak! Dude, I would have asked to, like, flex with him. I didn't notice. I just really wanted to, clarify that, like, anyone that worked at the TwitchCon, convention or anything, please have a good day as well. I mean, you were overworked and all things going on. And, like, if you were a little bit sassy, I get it. Who wants to deal with annoying streamers and TwitchCon goers? I get it. Nothing but love, dude. I get it. As long as you were respectful and doing your best, even if you were a little bit short with me or said things I don't necessarily agree with, dude, I get it, man. You're totally okay. I get it. You're just doing what you're told. Yeah. Don't harass anyone who worked there because they're just trying to make food on the table. You know? Yeah, at the meet and greet, suddenly, it was like, I forget, it was someone with like a clipboard at the front of the line, like telling people to come forward or something. They walk up to us and go, hey, we're gonna have to cut it, we're running out of time, and then safety stuff and yada yada yada. It was like a off the hand comment, and like obviously with what happened yesterday, I go, oh, of course, that's totally okay, because it's like, dude, I totally understand that. Because so much happened yesterday. That's totally okay if it has to be shorter this year. And Nags and I are like, oh, that sucks, but that's okay. And our bodyguard goes, okay, you guys, we're going to give you like 5 more minutes. How many people do you want to talk to? We're going to cut the line. And I look at Nags and I go, hey, how about 21? Because the Nags 21, and we both laugh. And so he cuts the line and keeps 21 people up there, which was like, there were like a million people after those people. But we were told we had 6 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. So we had to go really fast, and I was like, man, that kind of sucks, but at least we can like fit more people, right? And then after the meet and greet, it sucks because all of like my regulars got cut off. I was like, man, that sucks. But I stood next to the meet and greet area, and I got to meet like maybe, or like most of my regulars I'd already met. I got to see them again for we talked for maybe like 15 minutes. I signed a bunch of people's stuff, and it was a really nice time. And I was like, I'm so sorry guys that like the line was cut and stuff like that, and they were so nice. And the rest of the con was, I think, pretty okay. I just had like a lot of like anxiety of like all the live streaming going on, because like I've had this opinion forever. I don't care if it's a live streaming convention and stuff like that. It's like getting people on your stream is just always weird, champ, to me. I just have never really, it's my opinion. If you do it, I don't think you're a bad person necessarily. I just like, I couldn't even go to Artist Alley. So many like people like literally in like the corridors around the area, like running around and stuff. And going crazy with like their phones everywhere. It was just a lot, and like that's the only like main complaint I had at that point, where it was just like, I understand like people are like, it's a live streaming convention and you're expecting not to see live streamers. But it's like one of those things where it's like, bro, I get it. Like I get it. It's a live streaming convention, but I still don't like it, because it's like, God, man, I can't go any. Even if I was a face cam streamer, I would be like, I want to be on camera. Who wants to be on camera, dude? It was so bad that if I wanted a sip of water, I had to go to the bathroom to take a sip of water. Like it was like that bad. Yeah, I've already talked about it earlier. It's just like, and I would get so like, yeah. I'm sure there were smarter ways to do it, but. And, like, my friends had really bad experiences with live streamers and stuff that made me really sad. And that's not my story to talk about. But it's just, like, you know, it just sucks. Because how hot was the con? Actually, fine. It was not that hot at all. And I was in, like, pretty, like, fit clothing. It was okay. Is it true you did a mouse to get in? Yes, we already talked about it. I had to, yeah, I had to. And I wasn't the only one. Apparently, like 5 other VTubers had to do it, too. It was conditioned. Oh, yeah, bro, it was actually nice. It was a really nice side. It wasn't hot. It was, like, nice and cool. But, I stayed at the con a little bit longer and met people around Artist Alley and stuff like that and hung out with Nags. And then I ended up going back to the hotel because I started to feel really sick, and I was like, oh no. Oh no! I started getting, feeling it hit me, and I was like, oh crap, I'm getting the con crud. And so I'm like, I need to leave, I gotta go lay down. And that's why I'm a little bit sniffly right now. If you can't notice. Just kidding, that's my deviated septum. I get in bed, and I tweeted like, hey, like, sorry we had to end the meet and greet early, like, or something like, I think I tweeted it while I was still at the con. I was like, if you see me around, come say hi. And then I went home like an hour later. By home, I mean hotel. And, I get in bed and someone commented, they were like, hey, like, I hope you feel better. I heard they had to cut the line because you were too sick to keep going. And I was like, what? And I remember reading that, but I kind of, like, didn't respond to it because I like, someone had said it, like, quickly. Because I was like, oh, I think it's just like a viewer, like, instigating. They think that's why, you know, because it wouldn't make any sense, right? Like, because then that's not what happened. But then another person commented or something, or I don't know exactly. And I was like, wait a second, this is weird now. And so I responded. I was like, oh, what? At first, I genuinely thought, because it wasn't a name I necessarily recognized, and you know how the internet is, I thought someone was just farming, like trying to, like, I don't know, like making a fake situation or misunderstanding. And it's not that I didn't believe them. I was just kind of like, that's weird. That's not what happened. But then my regulars started backing it up. My regulars, people here every day I met at the con, people that I've known for like 3 years who have never lied to me once. And they go, yeah, no, seriously, staff came and told us that you ended the meet and greet. And I was like, what? And you want to know why that broke my heart so much? Because imagine there's someone from like the UK or British, someone who's like Brit or like whatever, like overseas, flew all the way here to meet me, and then they get turned away with, oh, Chibi was done, she didn't want to see any more of you guys. And let's say maybe they're YouTube frogs, and they don't use Twitter and stuff, and they will never know that that's not the case, and they will forever go home thinking that I just didn't want to see them. That's so freaking messed up. I understand, like, when you think about it, like, I understand from, like, an outsider's perspective who's not part of the community or things like that, like, this is, like, a nothing burger, but I hope you can understand. It's one of those things where, like, I spent so much money to be there only for the meet and greet, guys. I only go there for the meet and greet and to say, like, hello to my grandma in the area. But I can do that whenever, okay? But the meet and greet, I literally, dude, these are people who waited in line like an hour and a half. These are people who spent thousands of dollars to come say hello. And I know like people might be like, oh, what losers? They're spending thousands of dollars to see a VTuber? Bro, shut the frick up. Like, you don't understand what content creators do for people and what the people do for content creators. And you will never understand that. Sometimes people just want to personally say thank you or personally say hi. And I think they have the right to do that if that's what they came to do. And so it just broke my heart. I know, like, when I say it out loud, it doesn't, like, I guess, like, I can understand why people maybe will think it's like not that big of a deal, but I've always been a community first creator in the sense of, it doesn't matter if you give me $1 million or nothing, I will always interact with you if you're active in my community. Like, seriously, I don't care about any of that. And so if people make such an effort to show up in person, dude, I want to be there to say hi, you know? And like, I remember getting back to my room, and by the way, that was my last day at the con. I couldn't go back the next day. Number one, I was so sick at that point. And number two, I already had plans to go see my grandma. And I love you guys very much, but I also love my grandma, and I have to go say hi to her. And it was one of those things where it's like, well, now I can't, I'm just screwed over. I lost my one chance to see you guys. And then like, that broke my heart, and then now multiple people are telling me that Twitch staff threw their gifts away for me. And I'm like, dude, I don't care if it's a lollipop. I will keep it. I don't care if it's a letter that says, eat butthole, you fart face. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna tattoo it on my forehead. You know? It's just messed up, guys. Because, like, literally, apparently, this really kind person, they made, like, gift baskets or, like, little gift baggies in clear packaging for Nags and I. And it was, like, candy, sunglasses, and a handwritten letter or something like that. Like, super, super tame. Like, there wasn't even, like, a dildo in there or anything, you know? Twitch staff, they walk up to Twitch staff, and they go, hi, we got kicked out of the meet and greet line. But could you give this to Chibi? We made this for her. And Twitch staff goes, okay, sure. And they take it and throw it away in front of them. And they go, hey, you threw that away. Why did you do that? And Twitch staff says, oh, it could be a bomb. A bomb threat. Yeah, okay, bomb threat. Throw it in a metal garbage can in a crowded area. Like, what the frick does that even mean? Dude, what does that even mean? Like, I don't even understand what that means. First of all of that was vetted through the bag check on entry. So it's like, dude, like, if I were Twitch staff and genuinely it was about a bomb threat, what I would do is go, oh, can I look through it? And also, by the way, you know what Twitch staff could have done? Literally could have done, because apparently they did this to a lot of creators. What they should have done is approached me, been like, hey, because of safety issues in the con, we cannot let you accept gifts. Are you comfortable accepting them outside of the con? Boom! I would have literally, right after the meet and greet, gone right outside and been like, hey, line up, guys, I'll meet you again, give me your stuff. Literally, I can totally understand safety precautions. How about this? Be freaking honest to that innocent person and be like, hey, we can't accept gifts right now because of what happened, and we want to be really safe and all that. Are you comfortable giving this to her at a different time? Dude, it's just one of those things where it's like, I can understand miscommunication. I can understand, you know, like, benefit of the doubt. But when there are so many common sense solutions to a problem that aren't even considered, it's just a lot. It's just sad because it's just messed up. And it made me really sad because it just felt like punishing these people for, like, punishing people who are just there to have a good time, to not cause trouble. And there are people around the con causing trouble, and they don't get any punishment. And it's like my friends have been through so much crap with live streamers and bullying and these things and instigating. And that's totally okay, apparently. And it's like just messed up, and I just made me sad, and it's like, it is what it is.